Now, one thing I have to remember is that if she does start to overreact, that's a form of trying. So I don't want to increase the pressure if she's overreacting. Whatever pressure it took to cause her to overreact, just maintain that pressure. Sometimes even back down some. You got her with food, you got her to move forward?
Yeah, you got her to be way interested in the food.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that ever gets to that point or
I've never incentivized. I've used food inside the trailer once they're in there to like help incentivize being in there, but not to get in there. Right there. Right there. Good girl. Right there. Some licking and chewing. Just kind of go with her when she decides to go forward. That time I kind of opened up the gap and allowed her to go between me and the trailer just to get some forward motion. Back to the trailer at least. I'm going to back her away from the trailer. Kind of in a way telling her, nope, not yet. Hopefully helping her crave it a little bit more. This one's stiff enough. This is good. Something just to give her a little extra pressure. That's better. Good. Now I'm still giving her the taps are pretty light, but it's a lot easier for me, and it's going to be a lot more effective to use this stick than that flag. Better. Back to the trailer again. Let's just see if I can get her to back up and then come to the trailer more easily. If I can do that, then we're at least going the right direction. Come on, baby girl. There we go. We'll probably do this multiple times, try to get her just comfortable walking to the trailer. Okay, ask her to come forward. Better. Good girl. Good. Okay, back her up. Oh, that was the first time. She actually came forward easily that time. As long as we're making progress, we'll keep working on it. Good. Okay, baby girl. Now let's try a little harder. There we go. Now I'm going to back her away from the trailer. Say not yet. Teach her how to get off my pressure. Now add a little pressure. She drops her nose down to the trailer, or if she starts to lift a hoof, I'm going to release. Right there. I know, she thought about it. Maybe back her up again. Not yet, baby girl. Oh, that was beautiful. Back her up again. Pressure. That hind foot stepped forward, so I'm going to release my pressure. The other hind foot stepped forward again. Good girl. She's eating some hay in there. She's starting to think, this might not be too bad of a spot to be in. Okay, ask her. Right there. Right there. She almost took a step up. Back her away. Good girl. Now there, did you notice what happened right there? She felt magnetized to the trailer. I backed her up, and as soon as I released, she came right back towards the trailer. That's beautiful. Going in the right direction. Oh, there's almost. 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 Now, when she does step up here, I'm going to try not to let her come all the way on, because I want her to be able to back. I want her to feel comfortable with her feet, her front feet in and her back feet out, so angled down and out. Good girl. Real close. You obviously want to be real careful when they start rearing and pawing, but try to stay out of their way, but don't release your pressure when they do it. Some people freak out when the horse rears up and then they release all their pressure. So close. So I was trying not to let her get all the way on.
Good girl.
Good girl. Now I'm just going to let her hang out in here. I'm not going to try to back her off because that might be traumatic. So I'm going to actually turn her around and lead her back out once she's been in here for a little bit. This is going to get real easy for her in a few minutes here. Then hopefully the rest of her life she'll never have an issue with it. She just never had this, poor girl. Not poor girl, but no. Everybody starts somewhere, right? Everybody starts at zero.
Just wait till you have freckles in 2 weeks.
I can't wait. Okay, I'm going to take her out. Actually, I might just let her hang out here. She wants to hang in there. I'm just going to let her stay in there. She might reach up there and start eating that hay out of that hay bag. Is Freckles a mare or a gelding? A mare. And she's like 3, isn't she?
Almost 3.
Almost 3? Did you think we'd ever get her on?
That's why we called you.
Huh.
We have confidence in you.
Woo! She almost ran. Yeah. Yeah. Now she kind of got it figured out. Now she's actually making the attempt. So the big change that I had to make, kind of the improvisation that I had to do, was get this stick instead of the flag. The flag just wasn't giving enough pressure on her, so I used the stick, changed to the stick, and I was able to then put enough pressure on her for her to want to do something different. Now, yeah. Okay, now, this time I'm going to be a little more careful about letting her come out. It's a big step there. And then go right back in. I'll just keep doing this until she'll start getting more comfortable with getting out. And then also I want to get her to where she'll stop halfway in. Yeah. Now that hay is a great incentive to her. But this is good for her to be able to step off of this challenging spot. It's like when I'm up at the ranch and I'm teaching a horse to go over a ditch or something. I might go over it 100 times before they finally start to relax and not. I don't want them jumping and panicking like she's doing there. Going in is easy now. And actually the hardest trailer loading issues I have is backing a horse out of the trailer, as a general rule. What'd you say? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's frightening. That's why if you can get them where their back feet out and their front feet in like that, that's what I want. See, it's hard for them to stand like this. But once they figure it out and they can relax, then backing off the trailer becomes easy. A lot easier. I love a trailer like this. I love this trailer because there's nothing really that she can get caught up in. See how much easier that was to step down? One foot on, I teach horses that just put 1 foot on, 2 feet on, 3 feet on, to get really comfortable with having their feet misplaced a little bit. Very good. Ooh. And a girl. And a girl. Now I'm going to try, see if I can get her to back off. So when I start asking a horse to back off, I'm going to ask him to take a step and then bring him forward. Ask him to take a step, bring him forward. I start dancing with them. What I want them to do is lose their anxiety about stepping off that edge. Every time they move forward, it helps take away that anxiety. She banged it. Good girl. Girl. Good girl. It's Australian Shepherds. They want to get in on the action. Girl. Good girl. Good girl. Look at you. A lot of times horses will paw like that as they're trying to figure out what to do inside the trailer, and I'm totally fine with that. I'll let them paw. You know, if it becomes an issue where they're inside the trailer and they're pawing all the time, then I'm going to try to address that issue. But right now, she's just trying to figure things out. Just like when you first get in the water, they'll paw at the water. Sometimes you walk on a tarp, they'll paw on the tarp. Almost stopped her. She's starting to really easily jump down from that trailer. Come on, baby girl. Good girl. Good girl. And this is where your ramps can come in real handy, but honestly, I prefer not to have a ramp because I've had more accidents with ramps than anything. Good girl. She goes right for that hay. She's very focused on her hay.
She's probably like, feed me.
Oh yeah. Come on, baby. There we go. Am I out of battery? Sorry, what?
She's more coordinated.
Oh, she's starting to get more coordinated, yeah. She's starting to figure out her feet a little bit. And her resistance to movement is just kind of showing up. Resistance to the sensitizing cues. Okay. So she's not going to be perfect, but I think you'll probably be able to back her out when you get home. But if you have to turn her around, you can do that. Let me just take her around, kind of reset her mind a little bit, and then I'll load her and we'll call it good. You're pretty sure I was going to go till dark, weren't you? Just practicing. But I want her to just kind of get through the worst of it before I send her with you. Is this yours, Jamie? Oh.
It's like you had me in there now.
Uh-huh. Now you see I'm starting to reach her with my string. So I don't have to get as close with my stick. I can just reach out there with my string. Yeah. I'll let her poop outside. Okay, baby. Brazil did great today. She's a 6-month-old. She had a lot of learning to do. She went from like a kindergarten to a high school degree education today in one session, really with trailer loading and getting her to move off of my pressure. Eventually, I had to move to the stick and string because I just couldn't get enough pressure on her with the flag to get her in the trailer. But she finally decided that was the best place to be. We got her even backing off the trailer quite a few times, backing off, getting back on. She's getting tired, so we just went ahead and stopped the session there. Her owner is going to be working with her for the next few days on trailer loading and make sure that she refines that so that she's just real comfortable getting in and out of the trailer. Again, if you have trailer loading issues, most of the issue is it's based on two things: fear or disrespect. And that's really with horse training in general. If your horse doesn't respond to you, and if they disrespect you because they're just dull, and part of it is they just don't understand. They don't understand how to get away from pressure or how to yield to pressure. And part of it is they might just be disrespectful and they don't want to listen to you. So you have to work with that. And then you also have to work with the fear of the animal. If your horse is afraid of you you, or afraid of your tools, or afraid of getting in this scary trailer. You know, the trailer, going back millennia or however long horses have existed on the earth, they're very afraid of dark places, because in those dark places are the predators. Those are the predators waiting to kill them. And so that's why trailer loading is such a huge issue. And I was glad to be able to work with Brazil today and her owner, and had a fun time. I look forward to seeing her progress. I'm going to get to work with her under saddle when she grows up a little bit. And thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope I can meet you next time for the next house call. Are you the next house call with Luke? I look forward to seeing you. Until next time, be thankful, live with purpose, live with passion, and as always, stay safe in the saddle.